KPBS On Demand is supported by Paint Care, offering households and businesses in California more than 800 leftover paint drop-off sites for recycling. Quantities of 100-plus gallons of paint may qualify for a large volume pickup. Learn more at paintcare.org.
Welcome back to the KPBS Cinema Junkie podcast. I'm Beth Accomando. If you found Turbo Kid on a VHS tape in someone's garage, you'd probably swear it was a movie from the 1980s. To enhance that feeling, the film opens by designating 1997 as the future.
This is the future. The world as we know it is gone. Acid rain has left the land barren and the water toxic. Scarred by endless wars, humanity struggles to survive in the ruins of the old world, frozen in an everlasting nuclear winter. This is the future. This is the year 1997.
Turbo Kid is a delightfully and deliberately retro action film that delivers a pop culture cocktail that mixes the kid elements of Japanese TV shows like Power Rangers with the splatter gore of Sam Raimi or Peter Jackson and a splash of BMX bike action for added flavor. The feature's adapted and expanded from the short film T for Turbo, submitted for the ABCs of Death anthology series. At the center of this grungy futuristic tale is the kid, an orphan who forages around the wasteland for whatever he can find. But he's mostly interested in toys and potential weapons. Like Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, he likes his cassette tapes of retro pop music. He's also enamored with a comic.
Your reign of justice is over, Turbo Rider. But to be a true hero, you'll have to save your girlfriend. Save me, Turbo Rider. Your evil plan will fail, Dr. Roboter. I will destroy you with my Turbo Glove, the ultimate weapon against the robot threat. But I am no ordinary robot. I am a secret weapon. Prepare to taste a full turbo charge of...
Hey! What's that in your hand?
It's a comic book.
What's it about?
It's about Turbo Rider.
That's rad! Are you alone? Do you have any friends?
The kid fancies himself a loner, like the iconic heroes he worships. But it's more posturing than true. So when the relentlessly cheerful Apple tries to befriend him, he pretends he doesn't need anyone, especially not a girl. The contrast between the kid and his fantasy of himself is made clear when he meets a real rebel and loner.
What the hell do you think you were doing, huh? You can't just walk into a man's personal bubble.
Is what?
A man's personal space. The arm-length radius, yeah? My motherfucking comfort zone. It's family only.
Sir?
Can't you see him in the middle of something here?
Another one's gone missing.
Who? I haven't got all day. You're going to tell me who it is and we're going to beat it out of you.
And then, of course, there's the villain of the piece, a one-eyed baddie named Zeus.
You know, it's wonderful to finally put a face to the name. And an honor to have you here.
You can shove that honor up your ass. Now what the hell have you done with my brother?
Patience, my good man, patience. Now, your way of settling things, I find a bit tedious. Around here, we like to do things with a little more joie de vivre.
Zeus is played with gruff gusto by cult favorite Michael Ironside of Scanners and Starship Troopers fame. A film like this is only as good as its villain, and Ironside raises the bar.
Find them, kill them, bring me back their heads on pikes.
There's not a lot of plot in Turbo Kid, but then the film doesn't need it. It completely captures the retro feel of the 80s films it's trying to imitate, and then adds on an odd layer of goofy sweetness.
You were right! Your manly bubble is really comfortable!
Okay, we need to talk. Okay, Okay, if you're coming with me, you need to follow the survivor rules of the wasteland.
Okay, I love rules.
Companion viewing for this would be 80s action films like Mad Max and Hardware, although technically that's a 1990 release, but very much in the 80s action vein, and retro-styled films like Dead Hooker in a Trunk and Hobo with a Shotgun. The latter was made by Jason Eisner, who also happens to serve as one of the executive producers on Turbo Kid. And all three of these glorious retro films I just mentioned hail from Canada. Turbo Kid opens Friday at the Digital Gym Cinema and serves up a joyous pastiche. Thanks for listening to the KPBS Cinema Junkie podcast film review. I'm Beth Accomando. On Friday, you can listen to my interview with Miguel Rodriguez of Horrible Imaginings Film Festival. His festival will kick off next Friday, and we enjoyed a long, lively discussion of horror and pushing the envelope on the genre. You can subscribe to the Cinema Junkie podcast on iTunes, and please give it a rating. You can also reach me on Twitter at Cinebeth and on the Cinema Junkie Facebook page. Thanks again for listening.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Paint Care, offering households and businesses in California more than 800 leftover paint drop-off sites for recycling. Quantities of 100-plus gallons of paint may qualify for a large volume pickup. Learn more at paintcare.org.